If you'd like to increase the performance of your videos on YouTube with better thumbnails, titles, descriptions, tags, these sorts of things, there's the best tool ever by TubeBuddy that lets you literally test your original metadata versus variation metadata to see which one performs better on YouTube in real time. To use the tool, click the TubeBuddy tool at the top navigation, scroll down to Video A B Test, and click Create A B Test now. Once you arrive, you'll see all the video tests that are either in progress, completed, or all of them. Let me show you this completed one just to show you how these look when they're done. So this completed one, I was testing this original thumbnail here versus this variation thumbnail to see which one would get more clicks. As you can see, the variation had a significantly increased click-through rate, impressions, watch time, views, view duration, and estimated total views. And so as a result, TubeBuddy selected the variation version of my thumbnail versus the original because it was statistically significant that it outperformed the original. Cool? And it took it 20 cycles of swapping back and forth between the original and the variation on YouTube, testing in real time to figure that out. Pretty cool, the power of science and math. So let's set up our own A/B test right now. To create your own A/B test, click the Create A/B Test button here. Once you do, you'll need to select a recent video to test against. I'm going to choose my most recent video randomly. You can choose either a click-through rate test for thumbnail or a metadata test. First, I'll show you the thumbnail click-through rate test, which is generally the most impactful test that you can make. Click Select on that test. You can either set a test for a number of days and type in whatever field you'd like here, but I personally use and recommend running a click-through rate test until it's statistically significant. If you select this option, you basically set it and forget it, and TubeBuddy will choose the better thumbnail for you once it's positive the thumbnail, either your original or the variation, is better. I love this option because you can set this up one time and then never have to worry about it ever again. Run it ASAP is my recommendation, but you can choose the time frame of your choosing whenever you want the metadata to change over and to run the test. Click Continue. Your original thumbnail is here, and then you'll need to choose a variation, so you'll need to have a new thumbnail ready to run the test. I'm going to choose this random yet somewhat similar thumbnail and upload it. So it's going to, on day 1, run the original thumbnail on YouTube, measure the results. On day 2, do the test thumbnail, and flip back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on YouTube between these thumbnails to determine which one's best. Then you click Start Test, and there it is. The thumbnail A/B test is now underway, and you'll be able to view your results later. You can also click the Stop Test button and choose the original or variation at any point if you are worried about what's happening to the performance of your video. Great. We're going to go back to Manage, and then let's go ahead and do a Metadata A/B test and check that one out. Click Create A/B Test again. I'm going to choose a different video. I'm just going to randomly choose this one. Then to do Metadata Test, select Metadata Test. Once again, I do not recommend setting a number of days. I do recommend doing the statistically significant option. Click Select here. Then I like to run mine ASAP. Don't you want to know the results? So if you're not doing a thumbnail, which we're not doing a thumbnail in this test, and I only recommend testing one type of metadata change at a time, not a bunch. So we're going to skip over thumbnail here on this metadata test and click Continue. You can choose different tags if you would like. So if you want to change your tags and see if that makes an impact, you can. Generally, changing your tags does not make that much of an impact. I don't recommend spending your time on this, but if you want, you can choose variation test tags. I am not going to do that here. I think that's a waste of your time. Creating a variation title, however, can make a huge impact on the performance of your video if your original title is not performing well. So my original title was how to properly set up your cloud lifter for better audio. So in this case, I'm just going to shift the metadata of my title around, put my primary keyword toward the front. This is just an example. The cloud lifter, how to properly set up, and then we'll do for better audio. So I'm basically taking the original title, just reconfiguring it a bit and seeing if that performs better. I'm looking for YouTube search. You can choose the variation title of your choice. This is just an example. Once the title test is ready, click continue. You can also adjust your description. Once again, I do not recommend testing multiple metadata at the same time. So choose either title, description, or tags to test. I'm going to skip over description. Changing your description generally isn't going to have that much of an impact on the video. Titles and thumbnails do primarily. So I'm going to skip over testing the description here, but if you wanted to test it, you could change your description metadata and see if that increases the performance of your video. It probably won't. I'm going to click Start Test, and then yes, Start Test. And there it is. It's creating that metadata test. And just as before, you can stop the test at any time and it will show you the results. You can always click Manage, come back, and see all of your metadata tests that are currently running here in the main dashboard by clicking the In Progress button at the top. And if you want to see all of your completed metadata tests to review what worked in the past or not, click the Completed button and it will filter those. Enjoy the A/B testing tool. I love it. I use it for my clients. Enjoy. Really quick, if you'd like more in-depth details about TubeBuddy and tools to help you grow on YouTube and to make the process faster and easier, go to notcorrupt.media. We've got a free downloadable guide there for you.